I want to ask you, Kenny, I want to ask you a question. What are your tips for creating right content for my website, and how do you recommend to actually produce that content on your website? I do it, and I struggle to actually do, with all the other chores that I have to actually maintain the fresh content coming.
Yeah,
Right?
so that is actually a really great question because there are so many people that struggle with, timely and consistent content. I would think that probably the best thing to do is to, first of all, sit down and create a calendar. Come up with a schedule and figure out, okay, how often am I going to commit to creating and posting new content? And so whether that's once a week for you, just figure out how the consistency, the time frame for that. And so once you know the date that you want to commit to publishing, then I would suggest, come up with a production date. So you know when that content is going to go live. So say you're going to publish every Monday, and so maybe your production day is every Friday, to create your content. Another option would be to batch produce your content at once. So choose a day out of a month to just create a bunch of content. Now, if you don't like to write, a good strategy could be to record your content as an interview, or record your articles and then have those transcribed. And that would be a good, fast way for you to kind of get that content edited and published on your website. So those are some of the rapid fire ways that you can create content. I always like to, work with my clients and in my own business, pre-create content, because I think that is the most safe way to do it. You pre-create it in advance, you pre-schedule it, because WordPress allows you to pre-schedule your content in advance. So I would always say just figure out a day where you can pre-create a bunch of content and then pre-schedule it out so you can make sure you hit your publishing deadlines.